this off no longer. Scuderia Ferrari, a retained lineup of Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen. Things really can only get better by Ferrari standards after a year marred by bad breaks, some of which were self-inflicted. They were quick in testing, quick enough to put a scare into Mercedes AMG, but how real is that pace? Sebastian Vettel wants to get back to his championship-winning ways, and Kimi Raikkonen is out to prove that he's still capable of carrying Ferrari up the order in the constructors' standings, or even winning a race.
We've seen them in testing. We've seen the testing results. We know the pedigree of the two drivers. We saw what they could do last year, and we saw what they could do the year before. But what kind of Ferrari are we going to get in 2017?
I'll tell you this for nothing. Betting-wise, they're throwing money on Sebastian. For a fun fact, Sebastian Vettel was 16-1 to win the championship before the test started. He's now 3-1. He's second favourite behind Lewis Hamilton, who's even money. They think Ferrari have got a better car than Red Bull Racing do now. They think Vettel and even Raikkonen has been slashed from 33-1 to 9-1 to win the title. Like, Ferrari are now 5-1 to win the constructors. They have been slashed. People are throwing money on this.
Well,
I sit back and I go, are you guys crazy?
Well, I think Karun Chandok's comment on his vote is just hilarious, where he says the car is genuinely fast and Sebastian has plenty of experience being in a championship fight. Besides, choosing Lewis is the easy option, and that's just not fun.
I like you, Karun. I like you. Look, honestly, it's like, King, it's like I'm trying to fight every bone in my body to say this team's got a shot, because people were gushing over this team in the tests. Raikkonen set the fastest overall lap of anyone during the entire test. He was the only man in the 118s. They looked like they were giving Mercedes a run for its money. They looked very comfortable out there. They racked up a lot of laps. They were fast, and by every assessment, they were holding back too. They were slowing down in sectors a lot as well, and it put the Jiminy right up Lewis Hamilton, saying, yeah, we think they're the favourites going into the season. How much of that is Lewis Hamilton being Lewis Hamilton? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's gamesmanship. A little bit of that is gamesmanship.
Of course.
But man, I was surprised at how well they came out of the box as well.
Yeah.
My goodness. And remember, this is a Ferrari team that is gradually building the car more to Kimi Raikkonen's liking. This time it may not just be an overt effort, because Raikkonen, again, he's a driver that comes from that V10 era background, so these cars in theory should be more to his liking.
Right. And
Vettel is very adaptable as well.
Yeah. Well,
extremely.
According to both Grand Prix editors of Motorsport and Autosport, Anderson and Noble, they've said essentially the car is going to be fantastic. What's going to be Ferrari's big sticking points this year is, one, developing the car over the course of the season, and two, strategy. And I would say emphasize more strategy, because I think Ben Anderson's quote, where Ferrari will mess up his strategy, Vettel will lose the championship stuck behind Jolyon Palmer's Renault in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, to the love of Christ. Don't even give me that thought.
Ferrari driver stuck behind a Renault driver at Abu Dhabi. Never would imagine it. Can't even imagine it.
It's never happened before. I mean, just like, RJ, you're not upset by this or anything, are you?
Nope.
No.
Wouldn't dream it.
Oh dear. So this is the part where everybody looks at me and in the corner, me, the Ferrari masochist and Sebastian Vettel fan of the internet. Do I think they'll win the title? Do I think they'll do it? I want to believe. I really do. But part of me is like, this is the Ferrari narcotic. It's teasing you. It wants you to back them only for you to let you down spectacularly in explosive fashion. Probably like Bahrain last year. I don't know. I can't do it, King. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. I think they'll finish second. I think they've got a good car. I think they've really got a good car.
Do you think Vettel will get back to winning races? We can at least compromise on that. Do you think your man, Sebastian Vettel, can go back to winning races like he did in 2015?
I think we'll get a couple.
You get a couple?
I think Mercs have always left the door open for a couple of races every season. It's always been a thing. Whether self-inflicted or not, Mercs have had strategical blunders too. And they've left the door open. I mean, Ferrari had 3 or 4 decent chances at the start of last season to win a Grand Prix or two, and it just didn't quite happen for them. Thanks a bunch for that one in Canada and Austria, you guys, you bastards!
Forget Australia.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. If the strategists are not idiots and the car is good, I think Vettel will win a couple of rounds. I think it could be like last year. He won 3 in 2015. And Singapore, he was sensational that weekend. That qualifying lap was still one of my highlights of the year. I think he'll win a couple of races. Whether he'll win the title, we've got to see what Mercs have got. How much was Mercs playing possum during testing? We haven't seen what did the Mercs we see, was that them at 100%? We don't know yet. And we know Ferrari were holding a little something back. I think it was obvious given their lap times and how they were watching them in testing. They were holding back to an extent. We don't know what Mercs are doing, and that's the big fear. Like, I fear that Mercs have kept half a second back. They're going to come out of the straight and they're going to blitz everybody. And they'll be like, oh yeah, back to the drawing board. Hamilton's title to lose. Thanks for coming, everybody. When's MotoGP on? And that's what I fear it could be. But I am going to say Vettel will finish third in the drivers. He'll win a couple of rounds and he'll be a driver of the year candidate in a decent Ferrari. But I don't think they'll win the title. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it, okay? I'm not.
We're making positive steps. This is a journey, not a destination.
I am off this narcotic. I'm not doing it.
I have to go with RJ. Like, really, the guy right now is Lewis Hamilton, and Lewis Hamilton's gonna tie Sebastian Vettel this year and get a 4th World Drivers' Championship.
I like the 4 club. It's a nice club. It's just Vettel and Alan Prost chilling in the back. It's a nice. Get that ragamuffin out of here. No, I don't want any. You know what? Sod it. Sebastian Vettel's going to win the Drivers' Championship. I'm nailing it down. I've had enough. It's for fun this way, King.
See, RJ,
Davis from the backcourt.
See, RJ. All it took was that reverse psychology. All we had to do was like pound that in, like Dre's worst fear of Hamilton joining that 4 title club.
Can't do it, King. Can't do it. I can't have him in that club. I have to back Sebastian Vettel. I will go down in flames if I have to. I will go down in flames. Sebastian Vettel for the driver's title. Let's do it. Right. It's more fun that way. You get to see my pain as I live tweet races over and over again.